Hey, it's just 2 days before I leave for South by Southwest, and tonight my wife just showed me how much she loves me, and she told me to go buy a new video camera. And I had talked about getting this video camera, the Canon HV20, for a while now. I like it. It has great HD video. I learned that by finding samples on Vimeo, which is where this is going to be posted first, because Vimeo takes HD. And so we were going to go to the store, and I was talking about how I wanted to video stuff from South by Southwest, but I couldn't video stuff from South by Southwest, at least not the panels, because of their policies. In the film festival, you can't even take still pictures during a panel unless you are credentialed by a media outlet, and the deadline for that credentialing is past. I couldn't do that, but I said what I ought to do is get some of those little cheap pocket camcorders, and after every panel come outside and say snarky stuff about the panels. And she was like, "Why would you do that?" And I was like, "Because I wanted to record." She goes, "No, why would you buy a crappy video camera?" And I said, "Well, because I can't afford the expensive one that I want, even though I did find it online for $770, because it's going out of, they're getting rid of it. They've created a replacement for it, and so they are getting rid of the HV20s because they have this new line that's coming out. And the problem with the new line is they don't use tape. They either use DVDs, or they use a hard drive, or they use flash memory. And my secondary light here is my monitor. When the screensaver comes on, poof, no light. Okay, and so they're getting rid of it. And the reason they're getting rid of it is because, and they're replacing it with something that either has a hard drive, or uses a DVD, or uses stick memory, uses flash memory. And my understanding is when you use those, the quality of your HD goes down, even though some of the reviews I've read of the new Canons say they have really good thing. But because they have to squish it down to make it go into these other formats, the AVHDV format, the quality is supposed to go down. And then you've got still the big issue of how do you back things up? How do you back up all these data? All this data that you've gotten from of your tapes. Well, if you have tapes, you're backed up. You've got your original footage, and you can just back up your Final Cut project, and boom, you can always re-import those things, and everything comes back. But if you use one of these others, then you have to find a place to store that data, And those video files are big, and they're not going to fit on just a DVD, and there really isn't a good way to do that. So what do? So what I said was the tape would be cool, and they're going away, and that's why the prices on these things are dropping. So if you want an HD video camera, and you don't care that it records to tape, then get the HV20 right now, because it is a great video camera. And this is my first recording on it, my first video log. And I'm using some really high-tech lighting that I've got here. I've got my monitor right here, my big 27-inch Apple monitor, and as long as the screensaver is off, if my screensaver doesn't come on, then I'm good. And I got this big key light. I've also got a desk lamp that's shooting kind of behind me, and I think it's giving me kind of an edge light. Yeah, you can kind of see an edge light here on my shoulder. And then I've got the main light in the room. Now, the HV20 is on clearance right now at Circuit City, and we just got a brand new Circuit City, just opened the 14th of February. And when it did, they sent out a mailing, and they sent everybody a coupon that lets you take 10% off. Actually, you don't take 10% off. You get a gift card for 10% of your purchase, which is what I ended up getting. But that's $70. That's 10% of my purchase, because I'm buying a $700 video camera. So that was cool. So I've got some stuff to go back and buy, maybe an extra battery. The batteries for this thing, the extra battery was like, there was one that was $70, and there was one that was $50. That's a lot of money for a tiny little battery. But I intend to take this thing to South by Southwest, and then I'm going to go to film panels, and I'm going to come out, and I'm going to record snarky comments about the film panels that I couldn't videotape.